All right, ACORN under investigation and set to get billions potentially in federal funds. Nevada, the latest state to file charges of voter fraud against the controversial group. Its members have been accused in the past of registering voters under names like Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. You remember that? Well, my next guest does and is trying to strip ACORN of future taxpayer funds, or at least the potential of getting them. Republican Congresswoman Michele Bachmann joining me right now. Congresswoman, good to have you.
Always a pleasure.
It was interesting when you wanted to add this amendment. I mean, everyone in the committee voted for it, including Barney Frank, until he said he changed his mind because he read it and didn't like it. What do you make of that?
Well, it's interesting, Neil, because this amendment had actually been added to the bill last year. We had another bill last year, and there was no qualm on the part of Chairman Frank to have this amendment included. He agreed last week to have the amendment included, and this week he's registering displeasure, and now he wants to eviscerate and gut this amendment to keep ACORN or similarly situated organizations that are under indictment for voter fraud from receiving access to taxpayer money.
He's saying under indictment and penalizing some for that is denying them due process if convicted, quite another. What do you make of that?
Well, I think that as a member of Congress, we have a fiduciary duty to look out for the best interests of tax money. I don't believe anyone has an automatic right to the taxpayers' money. And certainly there should be organizations out there that don't have a history of criminal indictment for voter fraud. And I think
so indictment is the litmus test for you. That is a higher standard. Even though you might be exonerated, if you're indicted, nothing, right?
Well, especially when it comes to ACORN, they have a history of being indicted for voter fraud, Pennsylvania, Missouri.
All right, well, Congressman, I just want to bring out ACORN. We want to get one of their representatives here. They declined, but they did provide a statement saying of you should focus on stopping predatory lending and foreclosures, not attacking the organizations that are working hard every day to protect Minnesotans' homes. The truth is no criminal charges related to voter registration have been brought against ACORN, its leadership, or partner organizations. What do you say?
Well, there were brought on Monday in Nevada. In the state of Nevada, criminal indictment charges were brought forward, and they aren't the only state where that's occurred. Almost after every election, there's a pattern. Indictments are brought against ACORN, and maybe it's time for new organizations to come up to take advantage of these grant monies. This is very serious money for grant monies. Maybe it's time for new organizations to be birthed and take advantage of these grants.
Now, you would apply this to conservative organizations as well. If any of them are indicted or whatever, no money for you, right, until you're cleared,
that's right.
Period, right?
Well, that's right, Neil, because no one has a right to taxpayer money, and that's the issue. Are we going to be all about protecting ACORN, or are we going to be about protecting the taxpayer money? I think that it's our fiduciary duty to protect the best interests of the taxpayers, and certainly I think the highest possible standard should be adhered to when we're talking about taxpayer money.
Okay, Congresswoman, always good having you on. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks, Neil.